So with the summer season of anime coming to an end, I decided to actually go through and catch up with all the shows that I put on my to-watch list.
No, not the to-watch list.
But man, what do I watch? I still need to finish Elusive Samurai. I mean, that anime looked beautiful. Oh wait, Wistoria. I forgot about that anime. Wait, let me check it out. Wait, this is actually kinda good. Why is no one talking about this? Wistoria is an anime that I've only seen like 3 people talk about. And once I actually sat down to watch it, I was so confused because it's beautiful. And it's honestly pretty damn entertaining too. Somehow it completely went off the radar. So I thought maybe it's just the first episode that's beautiful. Maybe the production falls off halfway through. Nope, definitely not. Okay, so if it's not the production, it's gotta be something else. Something like the stupid looking cover art. Like, come on, I thought we were left a rainbow colored anime here back in 2010. No, but seriously, Wistoria Wand and Sword is an anime that kinda got shelved, almost unfairly in my opinion. And I mean, I guess I kinda understand why some people brushed it off. It doesn't have a complex, sophisticated plot, the world is good, but nothing to write home about, and the characters aren't even that amazing. And for someone like me, those are things that make or break anime, especially fantasy and action anime. But even so, I still think it was one of the biggest sleeper anime this season. Wistoria follows the story of a boy with no magic who lives in a world ruled by magic. He goes to the top magical academy in all the lands and is made fun of constantly, bullied damn near to his brink. But he's determined to reach the top of the tower, reach the pinnacle of his magical world using only his sword. Why? Because he made a promise. A promise with his childhood friend, a prodigy that only comes about once in 1,000 years. And now he's here to prove all the damn haters wrong. He's gonna surpass his limits. He's gonna go beyond. Plus. Ultra! Yeah, so as you can probably tell, this anime is anything but original. Literally every concept you can imagine is shoved in and rehashed. I mean, hell, not even the title is unique. What do I mean by that? Just look. Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Mashle, Magic and Muscles. Not even the order was switched up. This is like when that one kid asks to copy your homework so you let him but tell him to switch it up, and this is what he does. This anime is completely an unoriginal concept, so you're probably wondering, okay, so if the characters are nothing to write home about, and the plot is basically Black Clover meets Hogwarts, is the only reason I'm calling this anime good because of the nice art and smooth animation? No, not really. The reason I'm saying this anime is an amazing sleeper that everybody should give a chance is because the unoriginality of it is irrelevant here. I'm someone who loves overcomplicated, sophisticated, well-thought, creative anime, but I'm also someone who can just appreciate simplicity and fun. Wistoria might be unoriginal, but it does everything right. It's done well enough. There's nothing to hate about this anime. Nothing it does is bad. None of the characters are bad. The world isn't bad. They're just predictable, that's all. The main character, Will, is a dude who went through a hard time because of his circumstances and still perseveres. He's a kind-hearted, hard-working, loyal dude. He's every one of Asta's good qualities and doesn't scream your ear into oblivion. The #1 bully, Mr. D1 Hater, is just Bakugo but less loud. There's a Snape and Lord El Malloy fusion. The third girl in the love triangle between Will and his childhood friend, Elfie, is a girl with a bob cut. Yeah, she's definitely doomed to fail alongside all the others weird cut. That cut has got to be cursed. Look, I could go forever with all the stereotypical anime cliches thrown in left and right, but even with all of that, it's still good. All of these cliched ideas are used well. The story's straightforward, but it's a good story. It follows a simple path, it has a simple goal, everything is straightforward, and yet it's still entertaining. Will is an underdog, and who doesn't love an underdog? You get to watch him beat enemy after enemy, accomplish goal after goal. It's satisfying. It's comfort food, but at the same time, it's like gourmet level mac and cheese. You get to watch all these cool fights with all these cool lighting effects and little story details. There's actual attention to detail with everything. Like, there's a scene where they mention he's an extremely adaptable fighter and learns quickly during fights. And later you see him do all sorts of different strategies, ranging from using terrain all the way to adopting techniques his enemies used earlier in the anime. And the attention to detail isn't even limited to a few action scenes. For example, early on, Will has to kill some monsters down at the dungeon to get some credit so that he's not expelled from the school. And so he kills some enemies and comes back with body parts as evidence. And you think, okay, whatever, cool. But then later you see some mages kill enemies down at the dungeon too. But instead of collecting body parts as evidence, they just collect traces of mana as proof. Because again, they can use magic and he can't. They might have taken a template off other popular shows, but they've refined it and made it their own. Will is the culmination of every good aspect of any shonen character ever without any of the annoying quirks. It's the kind of show where you turn off your brain and just enjoy. You watch someone who deserves greatness achieve it slowly through his own efforts, and every time he gets closer, the story grabs you a bit more. They start introducing more and more things that prove it's not just a cheap copy. And man, does it make it easy to watch with the beautiful animation and the vibrant colors. And at the end of the day, it's a shonen anime. You know, the type of anime where usually action is the main thing. That's Wistoria's strongest suit, beautiful colors and hype action scenes. That's all it needs. It might not be the next greatest thing, but it's definitely worth checking out. If you enjoyed, consider subscribing. Have a nice day. Peace.